Hi, I'm Dee Kite, America's Reinvention Coach. Did you know that complaining is actually one of the worst things you could do? If something isn't working in your life, it's much better to tell the person what you want them to do. Don't bother complaining. And for that matter, don't go complaining to somebody else about what your husband or your friend or your teacher or your child's teacher or what someone else is doing. Talk directly to the person that's doing something that you don't like and ask them to do it the way you want them to. It's very simple. Ask for what you want and don't complain. This simple rule has transformed so many of my clients' lives that it's just amazing. One of my clients, Louise, every time she would walk into her husband's home office, he would look at her like, "Why are you bothering me?" And it just made Louise feel just so sick to her stomach. It just hurt. And when she was talking to me about that in a session one day, we thought, well, why not apply the don't complain rule and just ask your husband for what you want? And it takes a little more work because complaining is easy. It's so easy to say, I don't want that or I don't want that. But to actually think about, well, what is it I really, really want? What will make me happy? That is a little bit of work. So Louise had to think about, well, how does she want her husband to respond when she walks into his office? And she came up with it, and she asked her husband, honey, when I come in your office, would you smile and make me feel welcome? And it worked. Because in general, you know, men's brains are completely different than women's brains. Not completely, but certain parts of women's brains are bigger than men's brains, and certain parts of men's brains are bigger than parts of women's brains. So we're each specialized at different things. And we've all noticed this, I'm sure, you know, that men hate to hear, honey, I want to talk to you. That's the worst thing they could hear. They joke about it all the time. And women, we love to talk about things. You know, we could talk for hours about something, but it's because our brains are different. So this simple rule is very helpful in helping bridge that gap, because when you tell the man what it is you need, he can do it. But you can't expect him to guess. And you can't really expect anyone to guess what you need. That's the key of this rule. It's defining to yourself, what do I want, and then telling it to the other person so that they can do it if they want to. And if they don't want to, then you have to start looking at the relationship. So there's your tip for the day. And remember, don't complain, ever. Ask for what you want. Thanks. See you next time.